Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. Last time we continued working on our nightclub area and it's really starting to come together. We've got a dance floor in, the floor's looking pretty snazzy. Really, it is coming along alongside all kind of the other projects we've got running concurrently. But I am aware that the last few episodes have kind of been a little bit disjointed in the way, we've got a little mini projects kind of hopping between them all, and it's fun, but this episode I wanted to play it a bit straight. But first, I want to use our single song per episode that we wrote on the board to actually say what we're going to do. Because for those of you that watched last time, I said there were a few episodes I was kind of overdue for doing. And well, one of these actually has a song that I quite like, or should I say, a song adjacent to it that I think I want to put on the board because it's pretty good. So last time was last Friday night, and today, joining Vale as the only other four-letter song on here, it is Kesha's hit song. It's Kesha's hit song Blow. I legitimately went to write bowl there for a second. But yes, out of all things I was saying last time, there was one thing that stood out to me the most, and it is the fact that I do not have full netherite yet. Which is very silly. I need to get my head in the game. I gotta be efficient. I gotta lock in. So I figured we've got all our wool and stuff. We put in our dance floor. Why not, go and finally, after 64 kajillion years, actually walk in and go and get ourselves some beds. Get some netherite, because currently we're sitting on like a single scrap, which isn't very good. And today I plan to fully lock in. Like I'm going all in. I don't know how much I can feasibly go in, but you guys, you're going to be watching the episode and you're going, oh, please, Neremik, please, you need to stop going all in. But no, I'm going all in. I'm packing myself full of as many beds as possible. And actually, I've just had an epiphany that'll let me fulfill myself with even more beds than humanly possible. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to be the coziest man alive, except I'm not going to be sleeping on any of the beds I have. Instead, I'm going to be blowing them up ad infinitum. How I forgot that was there is a miracle that I do not understand, but shh. But I think some of you just put two and two together about what's happening. Yeah, previously we ran out of beds pretty quickly, as you do. But today, oh no, we're getting for real. Previously, we were for fake, but now we're for real. We are. I think this might be the most intense intro to an episode I've done, and it's going to continue to be intense the entire way through, because we're going into the Nether. We are going to march down to those low points just above bedrock, and we are going to blast the ever-loving daylights out of the Nether. It's like, hello, my lovely sheep. I'm not going to share you today, because I think, yeah, I have enough woolen colours I don't care about to really, to make this work, I think. So, let's get down to business. And yes, it is to defeat the hunters. In fact, I'm going to get some cyan ones, just because I'm going to be blowing up a lot of beds doesn't mean I can't be allowed a little bit of a splash of colour. Maybe the splash of colour was that excessive. It is now filling my inventory, which is slightly alarming. I'm going to put my red bed in there, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to keep it in reserve. But yeah, let's keep it going. Let's actually, no, I'm going to save some cyan wool and just go for the rest of them. Like the light grey, for instance, I don't see myself using all too often. So in it goes. And oh, full. So. And then I think she's used the remaining little bit that we've got in here to, what should we do? Black or white? Black or white? I'm saying black. I've just seen how much we've got, but yeah, let's fill that up. I think that's everything we can do. So, let's just throw these back in, and we are going to be a few pieces of wool short, as you'd kind of expect, but I think we're good to go. You know what I mean? I think... Actually, no. I'm taking the wusses way out. No. I'm going to make more beds. I think I have a problem, like, this, the rest of this episode as I'm blowing up most of the Nether is not going to be nearly as intense as this opening, but I kind of love that, like, yes, we're going to throw that down, throw that out, then and now I've got the bed, we're going to pick these up, I'm going to throw you in, and then I should have one space free, which I put that in. Okay, and now I think we're ready to go. Now, if we somehow come back from this without getting a single piece of netherite or a substantial amount of netherite, I may in fact cry. Just fully mask off, because I think our last two netherite trips have not been the most successful. I've looked at the guides and stuff, and seriously, the generation that we're in, and even that, like, the spawn logic for netherite hasn't changed. It seems that the game just... No, I say the game. It seems that I just suck at getting lucky. Because I don't think they've changed anything about it other than the little upgrade templates you need. So legitimately, I'm unlucky. But today, as Daft Punk famously said in the year of between 2013 and 2017, it was one of those years that song came out, we're gonna get lucky. Maybe. Oh, but I seriously hope we get lucky though, because like netherite gear has been on our board for ages, and like, I would quite like to sort that. So yes, in we go. Very, very intense first 5 minutes. In fact, it's so intense my game's lying! And I think, I think this is our or is this our staircase? It's not our staircase. I think I don't know when I dug that. No, that was our initial one, and then we dug another one because we realized it was kind of dangerous where we were trying to dig, right? That was the, that's the wall, that's the method. What the, hey! No! I'm sorry. You know, I didn't want my life to flash before my eyes at the start of this Minecraft report. Where the flipper dip is my staircase, yo? Don't know why I had to phrase it like that, but seriously, where is it? Where is it? I need to know. It's very important, I know. Wait, oh, no, is it? Huh. You know, am I delusional, or have I just not been mining? Where is my staircase? I've got a staircase down. There's a lot of empty space, and by a lot of empty space, I mean space. It was on the other side. Do not mention this. No one is allowed to mention this. I have just realized I may kill myself on starting to do this. If just because I haven't put any block, I haven't brought a block to put in front of the first bed. Obviously I'll be picking up netherrack as I go along, but I may just end up sleeping in the bed below myself entirely and ending the series here. So let's think of a solution to that whilst we're here, because that's kind of a pressing matter. Oh, seriously, how you look at this place and you realize just how often I'm here in order for it loops, right? Seriously, it's like the spiral of never-ending just stuffness, right? Okay, so here's the plan. Let's put the bed down, and then like, what was it? It was like this, right? And then I just blow it up, and then okay, we're in. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe he shouldn't be. I'm here in lava, but have a quick look around. Again, we want to spot any netherite. And if I think, I could be wrong, I think it's an assumption I've made in previous ones, I think if there's fire on it, it can't be netherite. I think. I could be very wrong, but again, that's what we want. I'll just quickly checking these things that are on fire. It's like, you can tell I don't really trust that, but I read it somewhere, so like, it must be true. Like, no one has ever lied on the internet in history. So yeah, that's the kind of same idea, though. So we dig a little bit in, and then, again, now we've got netherrack, we can defend ourselves a bit better, but we just make sure we're not setting ourselves on fire for too long and continue on. Again, it's getting back in the rhythm of this that kind of like scares me, it unnerves me. But hey, it means that so long as we're safe and not getting like, you know, killed in lava death pools, we're kind of just at liberty to have a little bit of a yap, you and me, this episode, which is fine. When I say that, it sounds like dead serious, like it's like parents meaning like, oh yeah, me and you can have a chat. And it's like, no, it's just, I'm just happy to yap. I am the internet's resident yapper. I'm slowly discovering it's like yapping is just an unfortunate part of my DNA that all of you have unfortunately got the pleasure and or mispleasure of having to deal with. But yes, what is there to yap about? I mean, other than how much I really do need netherite tools. Like, again, you've seen how often I need to repair my stuff. Like, mending goes such a long way when it comes to netherite stuff, so obviously there's that benefit. Plus it goes faster, and we get a lot better fire immunity than we would otherwise, which it just adds up to make, you know what I mean, the quality of life is just a little bit better. Now, I'm doing this like an old person, right? Okay, is there netherite? No? Okay, we just, if this lets me go in a straight line, I could just look on the way back for netherite and then do a jump cut if I end up finding some. I mean, that would be funny. I mean, I say that. I think the real funny thing of this is that I'm pretty sure in previous episodes I found more netherite just when digging to go put another bed down than I have from Bob putting said bed down to, you know, do an explosion, find netherite and stuff, which gets a laugh out of me because it's like, yeah, in this series, yeah, that would be the case. But still, I'm kind of concerned that I won't go through all these beds as quick as I need to. Like, you know, I'm a busy man. I've got places to be people to see, sheep to be shearing, nightclubs to be making. Like, you know, we're a busy guy in this busy economy, in this busy world. Okay, just very quickly. Usually I'm not one to go and annihilate gravel, but this one particular time, I had a hunch and I was wrong. Seriously, it's fine though. Again, as I said, we expected this. I've not been using, you know, what I think I need to do, and you're gonna come with me here, in a bit I'm blatantly stealing from a different internet show, we need to accumulate nether power. That's what this one's gonna be. We need to accumulate our nether power, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use it at the end of the episode to just channel it, get mega lucky, and find a F-ton of netherite. And you may think those sound like a ramblings of an insane person, and you'd be right, because I'm back in the madhouse again, like, I think that's the only apt way to call mining for netherite. Like, there is no sanity here. It is just the madhouse. But like, is it an endearing madhouse? No. It just drives me. I think if I was to ever go insane, it would be mining for netherite. Like, I swear, because the first time I went mining for netherite, I assume either really lucky or like different drop rates because it was on bedrock. But like, I swear, I was chewing through those walls like there was no tomorrow. Same technique as right now, legit. Like, I think I could be wrong. I think the initial time I went mining on this save was basically just going off information I knew from back when I went mining on said bedrock realm. And yes, for those of you who keep up the series, is basically that, the bedrock realm I always go back and mention. Same one. I know, it always comes back to it. It always comes back to it. In fact, I mean, I can talk about that a little bit, but it's like, seriously, I don't know if my netherite mining knowledge is outdated or I'm just unlucky, but I would bank more heavily if I was a betting man, which I'm not particularly, but I would, if I was a betting man, I would bank on the fact that I'm probably just unlucky rather than having the wrong method. But I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel as if I was doing it wrong, you know, there's always like a way on YouTube where even if like I'm not usually expecting to get a comment, someone will stop by on a video where I ask an oddly specific question and make an oddly specific reference, and they'll get it, and they'll be able to like help me out with it, or they'll correct me, and it's like, I love that, because it's like, what are the chances that they found that specific video, especially if it's like the only one of mine they've ever seen? But I love it. It's very cool. Anyway, let's keep on moving though. We're kind of chewing through this pretty quickly, which, again, I'm not going to be one to complain about. I do just have to make sure I'm on top of my health, because obviously the last thing I want is to blow myself up. Like, blowing up on YouTube, great. Blow myself up in Minecraft, bad. And if I blow myself up in the series, it's like, I do not want to be that guy who immediately starts another series of hardcore after his first one fails because he blows himself up. Because then I look desperate. No, I gotta act cool and mysterious after I end a hardcore series and/die in one. You know what I mean? I can't seem desperate to come back. I gotta give it time on a low simmer. But I mean, hey, you guys love this series, so I mean, actually, if I blew myself up, will we have any issue if I did come back immediately the week after? Just again, polling in the event I do blow myself up, because I mean, well, you've got to consider it is me doing all this netherite mining, so there is a solid chance this will end in tragedy. And not the absolute banger of a step song, rather just the plain old normal version of tragedy, the Bee Gees version. Why? Again, the yappery in these videos never fails to confuse me. But we have fun. We have fun though. Are you netherite now? And there's no netherite. I mean, I can punch a level 4. I mean, it could be in the 4. I mean, I think traditionally, I think it's more likely to be in the ceiling than the 4, but hey, we can push out a bit of 5. And it shakes up the format, you know, you never know. I don't think there's any netherite, but the thing is, I will have missed some. It'll be like on the wall behind where I've came into an area or something. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Because I'm going to be going back and go, oh, like, hopefully, and this is the plan, hopefully repeatedly. I mean, that's the plan, isn't it? But let's go. But yeah, I guess again, you have about that hardcore world. So those of you, not hardcore, realm world, because for those of you uninitiated, or maybe this is your first video on the series, or you've only just started tuning in recently, basically, throughout this series, I've made like ad infin references to a realm I used to have with my friends back at the start of 2021 that you don't do this. Don't do this. Thank you for being nice. Again, double checking anything in the 4 once the lava leaves. It's worth a look. It was always worth a look. But yeah, no, I've referenced it like a million times, like in builds or something, or ideas I've had, stuff like that. And yeah, the other day I was going through my channel history. I think it was for those of you who saw the video, it was like, let's have a chat. I was going through my upload history and stuff like that in chronological order, just to see kind of like I was going on a trip for memory lane anyway. I think the main reason I was doing it was to kind of find when certain series is starting and stuff for a segment that ended up getting cut out. It was a fun trip down memory lane, but yeah, as part of that, I found some old hardcore videos, because for all of hardcore, I obviously haven't been... This is probably going to be what kills me, by the way, so I'm going to stand back and just be like... It's really... Okay, why that noise? Why that noise, brain? Billions of years of evolution led to that moment right there. I'll be proud of that fact. No. Can I patch this up? Is this like, you know what I mean, a patchable bit of lava, or are we like... Well, not in trouble, just inconvenienced by this thing's continued presence. We may be. This is also exactly the type of setup that would be like, you know what I mean? There would be, like, netherite underneath all this, just to be a pain, just to be a nuisance. Well, there's so much of it, and it's like, oh, do I clean it up, or do I just keep in search? I don't know. Like, if I just do a bit of, like, and then a bit of... I don't know, look at me. The renovate. I'm sorry, that lava climbed up to hit me. We all saw that, right? We're in agreement that was a bit mean. Okay, I think... Okay, I'm just going to run this off. Again, you know, oh, I was kind of hoping I could get a bit more of a run in order to... Is that a pig? There's a whole ass pig. I mean, not that I'm surprised, it's just like, just a pig. Again, those pig things terrify me, but like, their appearance, like, amuses me. It's a chuckle out of me. I'm sorry, where was that? Again, awful habit of trailing off and, like, yapping. Like, and then just not finishing a thought. But no, so I found some hardcore videos as part of that search. Oh! See, I told you we'd find at least one. Well, I didn't actually. I said if I didn't find one, I'd tweak out. So the fact we did find one is appreciated immensely. And oh, you are on fire? Good to know. I'll pass that on to anyone who might have any misconceptions about how netherite spawns in this game. You know how misinformation is these days. Really? It's the fact it was on fire as well, because there was no guarantee it would be. That just, I think that one goes in the Hall of Fame. I think that one goes in the Hall of Fame, genuinely. And again, my sidetracking also goes in the Hall of Fame, because it's like, bro, finish your sentences. Yeah, so I found the hardcore videos when I started that realm. Again, whether you've just tuned in or not, it does, that realm I played on does have a large part in forming the DNA of this, and to this series, and to an extent the first series of Minecraft Hardcore. So to find the initial episode of Minecraft Hardcore, because that was ongoing when I joined the realm for context, where I'm talking about joining said realm in the description and in the video, it's kind of like surreal. Because it happened pretty late into the series, but it still like had a little bit of an impact. In fact, I think, if memory serves, the first time I went mining for netherite in that series was, well, you may have guessed it, after I joined that realm and then got the knowledge of mining netherite, so it's nice kind of full circle moment, this. Yeah, no, I just like little stories like that. It's one of those things, I'm sure you guys all have them, where it's like, in the grand scheme of things, probably unimportant, and most of the people involved don't think it's anything super major, but to you, it's like, you know, it's important to you, and that's why it's important. It's like, I love stuff like that. It's like, hell, don't let anybody tell you what's important or isn't important, you get to decide that. God, I should retrain and become a motivational speaker. I would make bank. Like, look at me, look at me. Who says you don't get motivated watching these videos? It's see, we can change, we can adapt. You thought I was gonna say learn? No. You're not learning how to be motivational from me. Seriously, do not go to the school of do not go to the Neremik school of motivational speaking. I think that would end horrifically. But that's just a theory. I don't know. Anyway, it is my absolute pleasure to say, by the way, that we are in fact slowly starting to run out of beds. We are past the 50% mark, which is crazy, because we've been able to go into a straight line this entire time. Like, usually, going off memory, usually the game hates me and will make me turn because of a massive lava pool or something, but today it's been like, no, you can just do what you want, you know, hang out. And it's like, I'm not going to say no, it's just, you know, it's odd. Usually by now I've had to make some sort of odd, awkward turn. Though we do hear a gas, so you never know, we might end up like exposing ourselves to the surface, despite being at Y level 11. You never know though, you never know what the future holds. Case in fucking point. Sorry, this is just to take my anger out, and I'm gonna blow this place up as well as just a measure of you kidding me-ness. Like, and the gravel with the steel chair. Also, I thought I saw netherite when all that gravel was falling on me. I may have been seeing things though. I did say I might lose my mind this episode, and this may be the fulfillment of that, do I want to say promise? I didn't promise you guys I'd lose my mind, I just said I might. Still, I'll take having 3. That does mean we get another whole netherite ingot to use, which is, well, as some of you may have guessed, helpful. And let's have a bit of a snack, and then we can, let's go mess around with our thing. Yes, so of course we, using all but one of these, which, can we fill our whole inventory with these? I mean, I would like to. I think we can, actually. Oh, and yeah, we got flint, but like, no one likes flint. Go away, flint. I don't like you. Get out my inventory. Same with you, gravel. I'm gonna make room for my shulker box, and then we do a bit. Fine, you can come in for one more, just while I blow this place up, just because I can. Fine, you win, gravel. You got what you wanted. You got used in the end. Well done. And yeah, let's keep it going though. We are hitting the 19-minute mark, which is like okay. So you know, I feel I've kind of had my You know what I mean? I feel as though I've had my fill of talking for this episode. So part of me is like, do I wrap this one up now, but not really, and then say do an aforementioned jump cut? I mean, I could do. I mean, I don't. You know what I mean? I feel as though, yeah. You know what? I'm actually gonna go out on a whim and do that, and I'm gonna come back with an indeterminate amount of netherite, and I'll do my outro whilst running back through, and then technically we might find a little bit more netherite whilst I'm running back through my outro. So yeah, see you on the other side. Hopefully. I get a little bit luckier, we'll see. But yes, until then, cross your fingers and hope after that jump cut I'm not completely tweaking out because I found nothing. Okay, so we're going to walk back now, but I'm not going to show you guys how much netherite I've got because I'm going to keep you guys in suspense because, well, I can. Anyway, I'm just going to run back. I'm not going to be looking around too much, but again, we're looking at kind of like the ceiling-ish. Maybe before if we're going to put a fire out, but yeah, we're looking kind of at the ceiling and the wall where we go into each area just to be mission in the netherite, but I will say, it's been pretty good. We did change directions a few times because like lava are going into weird places. In fact, we even got hot tourist destination, which is like, that's a purple achievement, like, well, I mean, not that I'm complaining, it's just like, It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not seeing any other netherite so far. Again, maybe I was on top of my game. Who knows? I say that if you can spot any netherite I missed in this video, either in this running back bit or earlier, let me know. Give me a timestamp and I'll go get it. But yeah, there was a wall of lava here, ended our straight run. But yeah, I found some like netherite basically is like where that wall was, and that was the first bit after I cut the recording. And then this, well, I mean, we all know this bit because it's the bit we did together. Question is, as I'm running through, just punching out any fire, are we going to spot any netherite just looking at us from like up high? You know, any level deposit, you know what I mean? It's, again, I will say, this one's been a pretty good one. We could just stick around just an extra minute until I show you what it is. I mean, you could skip forward, but I mean, that'd be mean. It'd make me sad. And I'd know. I have a graph. I can see when people skip around in the video. Ish. But hey, if I see dip now and then a bump up in like 30 seconds when I show how much netherite I had, I'll know. I'll know. I know. Top 10 things to be afraid of in life. Number 1, me when I know. Doesn't matter what I know. And if I know something, terrifying. I know. I give off that aura as usual. I'm sure. I'm sorry. How much of this nether place did we blow up? Like, I'm surprised this place hasn't experienced structural collapse. Like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? There's so. I mean, again, never want to. Oh, for a second, I thought I saw some there, but it was just. Okay, I legitimately think I'm seeing it anytime I turn my camera, and I'm not. I think I'm genuinely, as the kids say, goosing out. That is absolutely not. That's no person ever in history has said that, Mr. Neremik. No, I don't think. I don't think I have it worth it. Also, the fact that like I had the way out mostly memorized alarms me. But hey, we've made it out of the nether. Well, we haven't, but once we make it out of the nether, then I'll show you guys. And actually, at least some potatoes too, just to make the stair climb just marginally more agonizing. But hey, we didn't blow ourselves up. Again, I like to think you guys will be able to tell if I blew myself up and then had to like cheat to get back in. There's no way in hell I'll be able to use Ball of Experiences to get my experience level exact as it is currently. Yeah, you know I didn't blow myself up for certain. But the question is, was it worth it, Mr. Neremik? Was this trip the legendary one that's foretold? Are you going to be upgrading your helmet, your boots after forever? Are you going to get that fire immunity? Did you even get enough to possibly upgrade one of your tools to being netherite as well? Basically, is this the most generational episode to have ever existed? And the answer is, as we go through the nether portal, a resounding, obviously you guys saw us get, what, 4? And I'm proud to say that as we leave the nether, as we head towards episode 200 and having full netherite gear is one of our objectives, we ended up with 10 netherite overall, which I gotta admit isn't too bad actually. Seriously, that's like, again, it's almost 3 watts. Obviously it's not, but hey, I'll take it. Getting 2 bits of netherite does finally mean we can either upgrade these guys to have just a bit more protection on them, or stick it on some tools. Again, I'm not too concerned about our health situation, but maybe the boots to help with our off-all damage a little bit could be better. But hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm leaving this episode very, very happy indeed. And yes, we're finally going to get to the outro now. So yeah, if you have enjoyed, then feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It does always help a bunch. It lets me know that you do want to see more of this and all of that good stuff. I have just remembered there was some stuff smelting here at the start of the episode, carried over from the end of last time. And I'm just going to pick that up because it's like, yeah, I can't go leaving my copper ore in there. I need that experience. Again, I'm sorry. Look at how much ore I just pulled out and how little my experience bar moved. I think I may actually need to spend some levels, because I think otherwise our XP's going to waste, so there's a thought for something to do. But yeah, seriously, I'm probably going to upgrade ourselves next time, get back to work. But hey, overall, I gotta say, pretty productive episode if I say so myself. Give ourselves a pat on the back, a warm round of applause. I don't think we did too bad today. And yeah, that's us done for now, actually. So until next time, with all that said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.